Hello tarot lovers, I just got this deck like literally in my mailbox a few minutes ago, and I wanted to go ahead and do the unboxing for it because I wanted to do my next tarot spread with it. I don't know how nitpicky people want me to be, so I'm going to be probably a little bit overcritical as opposed to undercritical, if that's a word. Just so that you could be aware of any potential flaws or things that you might not like about the deck. But I haven't actually looked at the deck yet. The only thing that I did so far was to remove the deck from the envelope that it came in. I just cut the end of it comes in like a bubble wrap envelope. So I just cut the edge of that off and literally took the deck out and haven't done anything else with it so that we could all see it together. Before I actually start looking at the cards, I just want to say that the deck came really fast. Usually when I order anything that's not through Amazon, I always find that I get very impatient and it seems like I have to wait forever for it to arrive, and it doesn't really matter what other website I order it from, whether it's Etsy or people's personal, artistic blogs or whatever. This one, let me see, the deck is called Bohemian Dreamer, and the website that I ordered it from, I'm going to put all the information down below. I think it's called Inspirational Tarot, but I'll double check on that. Anyway, obviously it's my first time ordering from this particular company, but I thought, oh wow, this is really kind of fast. I ordered it, what day did I order it? September 18th, and today's the 24th, so I thought that was pretty fast. I am really spoiled because I usually order my decks through Amazon whenever possible because I'm a Prime member and I usually get it within a day or two. So all that to say, I was really pleasantly surprised that it took, I guess, less than a week from the time that I ordered it until the time it arrived. I think it shipped like within 24 hours of me placing my order. So, and it had, tracking so that I could see, which I don't know, maybe all of them come with tracking nowadays, but I just really liked that it was prompt, and because I'm kind of impatient, I think we all are. As far as the price goes, it was $55.55, and the shipping for me, I don't know if shipping is the same for everybody, but the shipping was $5. So that wasn't too bad. So the total came to $60.55. This is a deck that I found on Instagram that I just really liked the look of, and I kind of went back and forth about should I or shouldn't I buy it, because I've been kind of on a deck buying spree lately and I'm trying to slow down a little bit with it, but something about it just really spoke to me, so I had to have it. Okay, so all that said, let's look at the actual deck. Now, the reason that I wanted to show you how it came to me was because this is something that I probably would complain about a little bit, because it came in this padded envelope, which I don't know if that's really adequate, because if you could see on some of the edges, well, first of all, it didn't even come, they usually come in some sort of plastic wrapping. It literally came like this with the little flap kind of sticking out a little bit. And then I think it got banged up a little bit, even though it is in a bubble mailer, because some of the edges, I don't know if you could see it on camera, they got a little squished or banged up a little bit, which is not that big of a deal for me, but I do keep my decks in their original boxes. I'm not one of those people that gets rid of the box and puts it in a bag or, something else. So I do like for my decks for the boxes to be good. So, it's not that big of a deal, and it would probably get banged up a little bit over time just from me taking it off the shelf and putting it back anyway, so, but I just wanted for everybody to be aware of that. Okay, so let's take the cards out. It looks like they come kind of like shrink wrap. Like this edge is exposed. Let me see if I can get the camera like this. So they are on the inside, they are wrapped up in plastic so that I guess they wouldn't fly out. Let me take off the plastic so we can see. So this does have something in it. It's got, sorry about the noise, I'm filming outside. So this is a little, let's show you. I wouldn't call it a booklet, it's a piece of paper, double-sided, that gives you what looks like a little blurb about each card. That's kind of nice for people who are new to tarot and, you know, haven't acquainted themselves with the meanings of all the cards. So for example, I'll just pick one at random. The World. It says, the World is considered to be the best card in the pack. You are a powerful creator of your own reality and understand your karmic path. Emotional and spiritual growth have led you to higher states of consciousness and a better understanding of your place in the world. All of your efforts have finally paid off, and you have reached the end of a major life cycle. The cycle has been completed, and you are now seeing the rewards of triumph and success. So that's nice to have that for people who don't know much about the meanings and are just starting out. Okay, and it's got the website on here. It's called inspirationaltarot.com. But I'll put a link in the description box below. So, I'm going to put that away. And if you want to take a closer look at the box itself, there's the front of it. There's the back of it. And it's like a little tuck box. It's kind of a large, it's larger than what I would say the standard deck would be, a little bit larger. I don't know what the exact dimensions are, but the cards are a little bit larger too. And they're really pretty. They're, if you could see in this light, it's like a metallic silver backing with black for all the back sides of the cards. And it says this is the first edition. I don't know. Like I said, I just bought this, so I don't know if they're planning on having a second edition that will be different. I haven't seen anything about that. I did notice on her website, or their website, I say her because on the side of the box it says by Rachel Faribault. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. I noticed that she had 3 different decks, and one of them was this one, which you'll see in a minute is in color. She had another one that was not in color, that I think the idea was so that you could color it in yourself if you wanted to. And then she had another deck that was basically just blank cards that had the name of the card and the number, but it was just a white card, like a totally complete blank card where you could, I guess, draw whatever you wanted to draw. And I thought that was kind of a neat idea, but my only problem with the other 2 decks, which of course she could do whatever she wants and she could charge whatever she wants, but they were all $55.55, and I just thought that was kind of like, why would I pay $55.55 for this beautiful completed color deck like this, and then pay the exact same price, which is, you know, pretty pricey, for a deck that is basically a blank card, or all of them blank cards. And there are other blank card decks like that out there. I think one is by US Games that was only $13. I'll have to double check that, but I would just think that if she was going to offer that she would have, maybe made it half price or something. I don't know if people are going to go for that or not, but it is an option, so I don't know if that's why this says first edition, and maybe the other versions are different editions, but just to let you know. Okay, so like I said, these are a little bit bigger, so I'm just trying to make sure that you can see them. So we've got the Fool, and I'm probably not going to talk for the rest of the video because you could just see and read whatever the titles are. Okay, so I didn't realize that this is a pip deck also, which is something that it doesn't necessarily bother me, but I'm in some tarot groups on Facebook, and I know that a lot of people just simply will not buy pip decks. And what a pip deck is instead of having like a scene with people or animals or some sort of a story going on in the picture, it will just have, for the minor arcana of each suit, the appropriate number of whatever that suit is. So for example, with this card, it just literally has 10 pentacles, and a lot of people don't like that. So that being said, I think I'm going to always give my opinion about what I think the value is of a deck. Because, this deck and a lot of the indie decks, I think they're so much more expensive, obviously, than the mass-produced decks are. And I guess that's primarily due to the fact that they have to be printed in smaller batches, which is more expensive. But I think this is probably the most expensive pip deck that I have. I don't have that many pip decks, and I'm kind of surprised at the price point with it being a pip deck. I love the art, and I'm not sorry that I got it, but I don't know that I would pay $60 ordinarily for a pip deck. I don't know that many people that would pay $60 for a pip deck. So, if the artist is planning on making a second edition, like I said, since the first card said first edition, hopefully she'll be doing like actual pictures, story pictures for the minor arcana. Because I think that would be better value for your money. You know, the box is just, like I said, I think this is called a tuck box. It's not very durable. It's, I think, the cheapest box that you can get. And again, I know a lot of people don't care about boxes, but when you're spending $60 on a deck, you generally want a nicer, more durable box. So, I'm not saying that I'm regretting buying this deck, but I do think that it is a little bit pricey for what you're getting. The cardstock isn't horrible, but it is really thin. I do like the foil accent on the back. At least you got that. That's something that's a little bit special that you don't find on all decks. But it doesn't have gilded edges. It's not a thick cardstock. It is pretty glossy. It's not horribly glossy though. I don't think it's going to be difficult to shuffle. Let's see. Sometimes with the really glossy decks, it can be very difficult to shuffle because they stick together. But yeah, it's not hard to shuffle. So yeah, this is the second deck that I've gotten recently that was kind of pricey because it was an indie deck, that I don't know if I really feel like I got the value for it, but I do love the art, and so I'm glad I got it. But it makes me really appreciate the decks that, you know, have so much in them for the price that you're paying. I think I have the Light Sears Tarot coming. It should be here on Thursday, and I think it was $55, and you get so much in that deck for what you paid for. It's like she did this beautiful box, and you got the colored edges on the cards, and I think the cardstock is really nice, and it's got the most amazing book that comes with it. You know, this one, at least she did include this. The deck that I got, the Aquarius Tarot, didn't have any direction or booklet or pamphlet or anything with it. So at least this one's trying a little bit, but I don't know, that will just be up to you to decide on if this is something that you want to invest your money in. But yeah, if I had known that it was a pip deck, I might not have gotten it. So I hope that this helps you make your decision with your purchase. And I'm not trying to put the artist down. I really love the colors that she used, and I just think it's a really cool deck. The art spoke to me. The Tower card, I think, is so cool. I don't know, I was just really attracted to it. So I'm not hating on it, and I really do love the silver foiling on the back. So maybe I'll edge the deck myself, and probably if I edge it in black, that'll make it look really cool. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my unboxing. Thank you.